Be a really good idea if I unmute myself. What's going on, everybody? The BrettMan here from Good Reel Hunting, where we hunt for the good reels, so you do not have to. And the Chad will be joining us here shortly. I've been dealing with a lot of technical problems, so I do apologize for that. And I told Chad just to do his thing, and so he's not the guilty one. I'm the guilty one. So punish me. So he will be here in a couple of minutes. So I just want to talk to you guys real quick. So hopefully everybody's been having a good Friday so far. And for those who have seen Scream, I hope you all had a great time. And for the ones that have not seen the new Scream movie yet, I hope you all get to do that soon and that you all will absolutely love it just as much as we have. So let me see who's in the chat real quick. The J Man, what's going on, man? If you're guilty, you're dead. You're damn right. And guess what? I'm guilty, so no, I'm just kidding. So, what's going on, J Man? Bacon, pew pew. What's going on, my friend? General Caleb, you are a bold one for showing up in the chat. Kill him. Nah, I'm just kidding. What's going on, Caleb? From the Dark Ether Files podcast. If you have not followed Caleb, please give him a sub. He does a lot of great work over on his channel, and I know he would really, really appreciate it. All right, let's see here. The Punisher will punish you. Yeah, damn right. So I wouldn't want to mess with Frank Castle if I do say so myself. Punisher is one of my favorite comic book characters. Yeah, and you know what? And that is a very great one. Like the Punisher has always, and I'll go into more detail with this. Like when Chad gets in here, and we're going to like kind of go like how we found the Punisher for the first time. But yeah, that is a very good choice as a favorite comic book character, most definitely. There's my brother, man. What's up, Flame for Fluff? Hello, you saucy fixins. Man, I love you, man. So that's awesome. Bacon says 2004 is my favorite. I think it has the best backstory version. And Bacon, we will get into that because we got what we're going to talk about tonight is we're going to be talking about the three Punisher movies, the one from 1989, 2004, and 2008. If anything else like Punisher related to, if we want to talk about it, we'll talk about it as well. This is just a show that me and Chat we were talking a little bit behind the scenes, and we just mentioned the Punisher, and we're like, let's just do a Punisher stream, and that is how we got here to this point. The Netflix series is awesome. Absolutely, as I loved season one. However, I'm guilty. I have not finished season two. I've only done 2 episodes of season two, and I do not remember it whatsoever. So let me know in the chat if y'all think season two of Punisher is worth a watch. Fun fact, the way I was introduced to the Punisher was I found the 2004 at a flea market, bought it, and I freaking loved it. Hell yeah, man. Just one of those, one of those blind buys, like just hit or swim, but the Punisher will always be on target. And you also said, Bacon, that the Netflix series is awesome too. I agree. And then J-Man says, I love season two as well. Okay, so I am going to have to put season two of The Punisher on my watch list. And just real quickly, do I need to rewatch season one in order to follow season two? Or is like season two in like a entirely different story from the first season? Let me know, just because that will make a difference on how quickly I get into the Punisher Netflix series. Sorry, just checking something real quick. All right, I think we're still good. So, yeah, how's your all's day? Long week. It was a long week for me, man. But it was worth it. Dealing just by watching Scream last night, and yeah, and please no spoilers for those that haven't seen it yet. If I do see a spoiler, I will put the boots to you, and I will not be sorry. So. Because again, Scream is just one of those movies where you can't get spoiled by it, because once you're spoiled for a Scream movie, this experience is not quite as fun. So let's just keep that to a bare minimum. Me and Brad do plan on doing a Scream spoiler-free review, and either a spoiler review or spoiler stream. We are not sure yet, so just be sure to pay attention to our channel for all the updates on what we're going to be doing with Scream from 2022. Or as just everybody with common sense of knowledge, we'll just call it Scream 5. So Bacon says, I was so mad when they canceled it. Hopefully, since they brought back Daredevil, that means the Punisher is canon too. And I'd say rewatch it just for the hell of it, but you don't have to. Okay, because I do remember the first season pretty well, and I just remember absolutely loving it, even like comparing it to the Daredevil show. So screw it. I'll just rewatch the whole series. Why not? And yes, and the Punisher will will punish you if you spoil the movie. So do not do it, because again, Frank Castle has ways with a popsicle and a blowtorch. Flameflower says, I'm partial to the 2004 movie. I was living in Tampa then and recognized most of the sets and buildings. Oh, dude, I'm so jealous. Okay, Chad will be coming here just a minute, but dude, Fluffy, I am so jealous, man. What the hell? Like, I'm jealous, man. I am watching The Shining tonight. Review coming Monday. Dude, The Shining is in my top 5 favorite horror movies of all time because Jack Nicholson is just a damn legend of the game. So I will be looking forward to watching that review. And Brad actually puts The Shining as one of his favorite movie theater experiences when they did like the 40th anniversary re-release in the theater. Oh, dude. And I was planning on going, but I got so deathly ill during that week, so I couldn't make it. So I was really, really disappointed. So again, J-Man, cannot wait for your review on Monday. It's a Scream. This is gotta have a sequel. It's a Scream, baby. I don't think I've seen the very first one. Oh, you're talking about the 1989? Oh, oh man, you're gonna love our thoughts when it comes to that one. And Chad will take the full front on explaining that movie, because that is a movie that he remembers. And I recently watched it for the first time, but we'll get into it here in just a few minutes. Just waiting on. There he is. Let's get him in here. Chad, what's going on?
Oh shit, I can't hear anything. Hold on.
Okay. Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Why is everything shit today?
Because the Punisher is here.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I still can't hear you.
Try unplug.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
There we go. Yeah, there we go. What's going on, Chad?
Good, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, cool.
Oh man,
yeah,
wait.
My Punisher shirt's my shirt's in the wash still, so I just grabbed the hat. So
hey, whatever works. You just gotta represent the good old classic logo, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh man, man, how's your day going, man? I apologize for the technical difficulties I've been experiencing. So
same here, man. My laptop was running really fucking slow, so of course when I'm in a hurry.
Hey, we got everything fixed now, and I'm glad you're here. I was kind of telling the chat that we were kind of like talking behind the scenes of like the Punisher came up, and we're just like, what the hell? Let's just do a Punisher stream. So that's how we got here.
Yep, pretty much.
So, but yeah, I was holding off this question until you got here. How did you find the Punisher? Like, was it a movie? Was it a comic? Or was it just something you just randomly saw on TV? Or
the Sega video game, the one where he teams up with, I think it's Nick Fury. You can like choose either one and play through, but I'm pretty sure it's a Punisher game, but you can play as Nick Fury. But that's where I found it, going into Hollywood Video as a kid and seeing it on the shelves. And then I found the comics, and then ultimately I found the first Punisher movie.
Yeah, and Bacon asked about the first Punisher movie. I told him that you're going to tell him all about it.
This fucking cheese fest. I mean, God. Hey.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you, we're going to have our thoughts about that, man. But no, that's awesome. Going all the way back to the Sega game, and I didn't know it was a Sega game.
Oh yeah. I think he had maybe 2 or a couple, something like that. I'm not sure, but he had at least one, and I played the fuck out of that one.
Oh man, dude, I'm kind of jealous because I haven't played a full like Punisher game. The only one that I came close to like playing is like one of those arcade games where you could just select Marvel characters and you do like a little fight. You got the joystick, the A/B button,
right?
And that's where I saw Punisher for the first time. I'm like, oh, he's just got a gun. Yeah, that's not cool. Let's get the guy with the shield.
Yeah, right.
But that's like 6-year-old me talking. When I first found the Punisher was actually in the Spider-Man animated series. Do you remember?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He popped up when he turned into the big spider mutation.
Yeah. What the fuck they call that?
Oh, I forgot what I forgot. It was like the little mini series. It's like right before Spider-Man went to go meet the X-Men. But like, that was my introduction to the Punisher. I'm like, okay, who's this badass who could actually fight Spider-Man with no superpowers, just freaking with guns and shit.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
So that's where I found them. And then the next, and then I took a couple of years absence. And then it was around in high school. That is where I found the 2004 Punisher. And that's officially when I fell in love with the character. And I did research on the back study and just kind of like what makes Frank Castle tick. But fucking awesome, man. Like, I cannot wait to talk about that 2004. Yeah, don't fucking show me that. You know how fucking jealous I get at the lamps right there.
I mean, when this came out, I picked it up the first day it dropped. But it's the extended director's cut version. The theatrical cut is 123 minutes, so 2 hours 3 minutes. This one's 140 minutes, so they add quite a bit, which we'll talk more about. But yeah, this is definitely the one that I fell in love with. The original cut's good. Extended cut makes it way better, but for what we got with the original cut, it still holds up.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. Again, it's just another thing. Just what really the movie did. Again, I'll explain more. It's just that logo. And again, like, this is my favorite shirt. Like, I wear this damn shirt all the time, and everybody looks at me weird, especially like my family. Like, why do you wear that shirt when I buy you all these golf shirts? I'm like, if you only knew.
Yeah,
how
right.
How much this logo, not like just the logo means and all that. So.
I mean, I wear this. I'm going to take this to the lake. This is a lake hat, so.
Hell yeah.
And
it looks like a hunting hat too for when you're punishing people, or in the case I'm punishing animals. So
this is a cheap pickup at Walmart, so it works for the lake.
hey, whatever works. Let me get some of these comments real quick, and then we'll get started with the first movie. I'll save that comment for last because that'll be a nice segue.
Okay.
Bacon says, Punisher versus Rambo, who wins? I say Rambo takes it. See, that's tough because they're both like special ops and all that. So
that'd be interesting to see, like, if Punisher had his entire arsenal and vice versa with Rambo as well.
Yeah, and plus that's another thing too. Where's the fight taking place? Because if
I
feel like it's in the city, that's the Punisher's territory. But if it's like out in the woods or in the desert, that is more like Rambo's.
You're right. It would have to. That would be a lot. That would take several factors. But yeah.
So right now I'm going to say 50-50. Like, and I'm not trying to take the easy way out, but I can just really see a 50-50 score.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
And then now the J-Man says that the Punisher versus Rambo versus John Wick.
Probably John Wick because he's the boogeyman. Yeah. Or the whatever they call him. Yeah, Baba Yaga.
And you do not fuck with the boogeyman.
The Baba Yaga.
Yeah, unless if they just don't touch the dog. I feel like they're fine, and John Wick would just be like, yeah, you all have your fight. I'm just going to go over here and just make me a boring, bland breakfast.
Right. Right? Yeah.
And Bacon says Rambo
Rambo,
Jason.
Rambo every time.
Every time. And Aiden, what's going on, Aiden? He also says John Wick. So a couple of John Wick fans in here, and me and Brad were going to do a John Wick series this year until they decide to push the damn movie back to 2023.
Yeah,
so we're gonna have to save the series on that.
All because Revelations.
Yeah, thank Gummit Matrix.
I enjoyed it. I know I golfed with a guy today who just tore into it, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was decent for what it was. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't remember much about it because after the movie was over, I took the blue pill. So I just went back to believing whatever I want to believe. And Fluff says, it is in the trailer park. I'm taking all of them out. Oh my gosh. You behave yourself, Fluff. So let me get this comment. So let me get this comment here because that will be our segue. Drago himself, Dolph, how do you pronounce the last name? Because I always butcher it.
Lundgren?
Lundgren. Yeah.
Lundgren? Right. I mean, that's how I always said it, I guess.
Just throw the blame at me if the last name is wrong. Like, just blame me. So Dolph Lundgren. And the reason that J-Man brought that up, because that is our first topic of the evening.
Yes, it is.
We're going to be talking about this one right here. The Punisher, released in 1989. And Chad even made me aware that this movie even existed.
I mean, right off the bat, the only thing that tells you it's a Punisher movie is the title. There's nothing else. There's no fucking skull for whatever reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, like, again, I didn't even know, like, and when you showed me the poster of it, I'm like, are you sure it's the Marvel Punisher? Because I saw no skull or anything like that. And then when I saw the credits, it said a Marvel production. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, if society won't punish the guilty, he will. I mean, he even condemned this fucking movie. Dolph even came out and said he's not going to do any sequels, even though I guess they were going to, which is hilarious to me. But he was so disappointed with how it came out. He's like, no. And I mean,
it's just yeah, like, we got no words of what the hell we just watched. Like, like cheesy one-liners. It's just a cheesy action film. Like, if you love 80s action cheesiness, like,
yeah,
I guess that's your movie. But like,
it's just boring.
It doesn't scream the character of Punisher what he truly means.
Mm-hmm.
So like, it was just really disappointing. And as I texted Chad as I was watching the movie, that it's not Dolph's fault at all. Like, he honestly does try in this movie to try and like make it salvageable, and in ways he does. So like, I just feel bad for freaking Drago, man.
Yeah, it was pretty rough. I mean, considering he did this and he did, like, He-Man and shit like that, that's clearly the better movie. This was it's just boring. You don't care what's happening. It has Louis Gossett Jr. in it, which is hilarious.
Yeah, I know, and like punishing him too.
He does his best with what's given, but you can tell he's just like,
yeah, like fuck.
Yeah.
Like, even though he does sell the hell out of his scene in the jail cell when he's talking to the Punisher.
Open up to me.
Yeah, open up to me. I'm like, the Punisher doesn't open up to anybody, so that's like completely pointless.
Yeah, and I mean, I understand Punisher's supposed to be depressed and whatever, but Dolph was he was so, I don't know what the right word is, but he was so blandly depressed, I guess, is what I don't know how else you can say it, but like, I didn't believe him. You know what I mean? Like, he was too over the top being depressed and being down.
That's possible.
Yeah, and it was just kind of weird because he's like, at a certain point, he's got a gun to his face. He's begging the person to shoot him, and they don't. Shocker, which we've seen in a lot of movies, but it's like there was no tension build up. It was just like, oh, that scene's over. Okay. Like there was no sense of urgency whatsoever. So on a scale of 1 to 5, I'd probably give this a 2.
A 2?
A 2. And that's being nice. Originally I gave it a 1.5.
Oh shit, that's what I gave it. Based
off my experience as a kid, because when I was a kid and watched it, I was just like, where the fuck's the skull? What's going on? This is stupid. This is bullshit.
I know, like guys, we're not doing this intentionally. Like, we just don't fucking know.
Yeah.
How we can else explain this movie. Just watch the first 10 minutes of it. You'll know exactly what it is. Like
watch the fucking loading screen or the menu screen. Watch the menu screen, and you'll be like, no, I don't want to do that.
No,
but I did it. But it is what it is.
In the history of cinema,
it's awful. It's awful, and and he's so big. They were having him like try to do like I guess be sexy and like move around like badass,
yeah, like big guy things.
Yeah, but he's so fucking tall. It was awkward for him to do that and run around. Like if you notice, he's like crouched down a lot, and he's like running crouched down a lot. He's like, huh? And he's like still like 6 foot, but like you got a 6'6" guy crouching down to 6 foot. He's still huge, and he can barely move around. So he's like this. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. Like Frank Castle is not a tall guy. Like he's just like an actual like human being. So like I would say at most he's 6 foot. So yeah, so as a 6'6" guy to play the Punisher, and Dolph is usually blonde hair too. So to dye his hair black,
oh god, it looked awful.
Yeah, it's just like you could just tell that like he's like, this is just another paycheck.
That, and I think they must have put on a bunch of makeup on him because they made him look pale, and like that with the black hair, and he just looked sick. He looked like he had some type of autoimmune disease as he's running around New York or the sewers of New York. Yeah, I didn't get that either.
That was weird. Like the sewers, like that's like, did he find the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles while he was down there?
I mean, that's probably what it probably did breed some fucking crossover comic. I'm sure it's out there. But fuck, man, that was just, and he's driving his bike around, and then you got the shots of him driving, and it's like,
oh, okay. Dude, they had that shot multiple times. Like, dude, we get it.
Yeah,
like you're like pretty much saving footage time, like filming with it. But no, even though I will say the movie did have a skull.
Yeah,
it was his little knife at the damn beginning, like where the end of it is the little like skull. I'm like, you're fucking king. That's the only skull we're gonna get in this fucking movie.
And then Louis Gossett Jr.'s character, his ex-partner, is just like, oh, here, random. It looked like a TV reporter. He's like, here, hold this, and he just runs back into the building. I'm like, that's supposedly evidence. You're just gonna give it to some rando? Okay, cool. And then it was just like, it was awful. Yeah, acting was wooden. It was just bad.
Yeah, everything was just like, if we're talking like in culinary terms, it was just, this movie was not seasoned at all. It was just bland.
There's 2 villains in this.
Oh god, please talk about the second villain, because what the fuck. Yeah, I know. No, it's okay. Hey, the dogs are right, though. The dogs are right. Like, we should not talk about even the second villain. We should mainly just talk about the first villain.
Is the second villain the chick?
Yeah.
What's her name? Yeah, she's head of Yakuza, which her Yakuza little group also has a white chick in it, which is funny. Yeah. But anyway, the leader of the Yakuza, she's a nasty chick. She really is. She's basically, leader of the Yakuza. She's going after the main villain, I guess you can say. I don't even remember his fucking name. It's not even that important. And so by the end of this thing, Punisher's teaming up with
Gianni
him.
Franco, I believe.
Mr. Franco. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, Mr. Franco. Yeah.
Mr.
Okay.
Franco.
Yeah. So he and the Punisher infiltrate her building at the end to find his son. Fuck
Yeah,
spoilers. You
because
don't need to see it.
because that's the other thing too. Like they kidnapped all the mob's children.
I forgot to say
Like,
that.
it's just like,
The main guy's son was the only one that he didn't rescue earlier in the movie, so he's got to go back in with him later on.
oh, how convenient! Like,
You're right. So, and yeah, like I said, fuck spoilers because no one needs to see this anyway.
yeah, like we're saving you the trouble. Like, I know my job is to hunt for the good reel, so you do not have to.
It's a bad reel.
This is a bad reel.
I see Bacon's real quick. Bacon's comment. How's my special boy? We're done with it, man. October maybe, late summer, early fall. I'm thinking.
Or
that seems like the best.
Or release it on Friday the 13th.
There's only one this year, and that's in May.
Oh, okay. I see.
That would be
not. That's probably pushing it.
That would be nice. Yeah, that would be nice. But I mean, you know, we're trying to do the premiere and stuff before that too. So we want to give ourselves some time. So probably fall, I'd say, line up with, you know, the spooky season.
Yeah, hey, that'd be a good month for it, and I can't wait to review it. I'm just so excited for you guys, and from that little like that trailer y'all just released. If you have if you've not seen it, please go check it out.
And that's not even the actual trailer. We got an actual trailer coming. That was just a little teaser, of what we've been working on.
The teaser was damn good too, so that's what got me excited. So
thank you.
And Gary says, hey, guys, going to see Scream 5 in an hour. Popping in to say hello. Thank you, Gary, and we hope you enjoyed the movie. Once again, man, please do not post spoilers. I will put the boots to you.
Mm-hmm.
And Caleb says, I haven't seen any Punisher film. The only thing I see with the Punisher was the 90s Spider-Man anime series. That's what we talked about earlier. That's how I got truly introduced to it. But no, Caleb, if there's anyone you really need to see out of the three, it'll be about the movie we're getting ready to talk about next. Pretty much the one that changed like my whole Marvel movie watching life, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I cannot wait to talk about it here in a minute. And Rusty already getting ahead, saying Thomas Jane, the only Punisher.
I agree. And he's got
I agree until the Netflix series.
I still haven't watched that. I probably should, but I haven't watched that. He even did. There's even a short little fan film where Thomas Jane came back as Punisher called Dirty Laundry. I believe Ron Perlman's in it as well, but it's like a 10-minute little movie that it's on. I think it's on YouTube.
Oh, okay. But, like I saw it on Letterboxd about. Yeah, I was curious what that was.
They were trying to get him to come back, and he's like, "Okay, well, I kind of like what you're going with this, so let's do this little like thing and see what happens, see what the response is." Well, people liked it; it just didn't take off, and of course, he had creative differences. That's why we got fucking Warzone. But you know, that's still a fun time too.
Yeah, which when we get to Warzone, I'll tell you why I was kind of glad Thomas Jane was not in that movie. So,
if Thomas Jane was in that movie, I don't think we would have gotten that movie. We would have gotten a very different Punisher. Very different view.
Yeah, and again, we'll get into detail with that when we get to that movie, just because I can already tell we have the same opinion on that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's still a fun time, but yeah.
Flamethrower Fluff says, every town has an Elm Street, but the only one in Maryville, Tennessee is missing its sign. Actually, no, it's not. I know where Elm Street is in my town.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but we don't have a house with the big red door with it. That's the only disappointing thing. Even though I need to drive down there soon, just because it's changed so much since I was little. So, yeah, thank you, Fluff. You gave me a job to do tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
And then, what's up, Tyrese? He's saying... cool.
What's up?
Is there anything else you want to talk about with the 1989 movie? Nothing. Okay,
People
I figured
need to
that's
forget
just. Yeah, I feel like take the blue pill. But
take the blue pill on that one.
I'll even say this: I take the Matrix Resurrection over the 1989 Punisher. But Try to think here. Oh yeah, okay, but that was kind of like our warm up, and we just wanted to address it. But now we're getting into our one of our big main events of the evening, and that is 2004 Thomas Jane as the Punisher, and this is probably the one that most people are familiar with when you mention the word Punisher.
Yep.
So, Chad, your thoughts about 2004's Punisher?
I loved it. I saw it twice in theaters. Came out when I was in, I think, freshman. And yeah, I bought this the day it came out, and I still have this exact copy.
I used to own. My mom used to own that copy. I think
This
she
one?
actually introduced it to me. That's probably how I found it. She's
Oh,
like, "Oh,
nice.
it's like Brad. I just realized this is Marvel. Maybe give a crack at it."
Yeah, these were the Marvel films that, were before the MCU. So take them or leave them, but some of them are actually pretty good, and this is actually one of the better ones.
Yeah, other than Elektra, those Marvel movies before the MCU. No, like seriously, those
even
are
Daredevil.
Those are hidden. Oh, dude, I want to do a solo stream on Daredevil or even a watch party because
that would be
I
fun.
fucking love that movie.
That would be fun. And then this is the extended version of the 04. You got that little thing.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, you get
I need to buy it, man.
Extended version of the film, over 17 minutes. Animated Kuwait deleted scene, which is interesting. Give some backstory on some of his previous missions. And then there's a comic book gallery. But then you open this up. You got him right there. Got the disc.
That's so beautiful.
And then him right there. Yeah, pretty sick.
Look at that. Guys, do you not already see? Okay, I just want to post this. I'll just show this real quick, okay? Take a look at this. Then take a look at that.
Yeah, who's the Punisher?
Which one screams more Punisher? Oh, dude, okay, that's the sickest cover I've ever seen.
Slip cover.
That's the sickest cover I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
I'm like, after this stream, I'm fucking buying it.
Yeah, and this was before Blu-ray, so you can't find it on Blu-ray, unfortunately. I wish it would get a Blu-ray release. But
oh, dude, imagine, dude, ready for this? Do that. Steelbook.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
Oh, my God. Steelbook. That would be a sexy Steelbook.
That would be amazing. And then the little booklet, all new illustrations by Tim Bradstreet, who's a long time, Bradstreet Inn or motel. Mm-hmm. But then you see it's got like some drawing. These are drawings of the Kuwait battle. So this is that like little intro in the beginning. You see his partner right there. He has a small part in the film, but in the extended version, he's actually the one who sells Frank out. And so, yeah, it's pretty cool. And then some more on the back. So, yeah, this is definitely a nice little version if you're a fanatic. It's like $10 on
just
on
like
Amazon.
Me. Yeah, I'm buying it.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't care if I've don't have any money. I'll just buy it with Monopoly money. Don't care. Tyrese actually brought up a great point, and when I watched this recently, like for this stream, I didn't honestly really realize it, or I just totally forgot. But freaking okay, was it Lionsgate? Yeah, it was Lionsgate.
They did this one?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know they did for a fact. Did Punisher Warzone, but yeah, this was like young Lionsgate, not like with the fancier intro we got now. Mm-hmm. But like, yeah, dude, and I was really surprised.
Oh yeah. This is a fun movie. Even John Travolta, he gets a bad rap for it, but I thought he was a decent villain.
Dude, I thought he was great.
Yeah, I mean, he was just he at the end there, he's a nasty motherfucker. But yeah, I thought he did a great job. Mm. Kevin Nash plays the fucking Russian, which if you're a fan of Punisher, you know who the Russian is from the comics. Kevin Nash has a non-speaking role, but it's a great fucking fight scene.
Oh yeah, with the opera music in the background going, and like the Punisher's getting the shit.
Yeah.
Dude,
that's
I mean,
God. And then the bad guys come in and they go in their little lift and he goes down underneath and Spacker Dave takes it. He takes it like a champ. They rip all of his fucking piercings out of his face, and he never gave them up.
Dude, I had to do this, like, just because shit like that bothers the hell out of me, because I cannot, I don't do piercings, but I can imagine how painful that can possibly be.
That was a pretty intense scene, and the guy who's carrying it out, the bad guy's number one henchman, is Will Patton of all people.
I know, and I realized that again too. Like my boy, freaking the sheriff back in town.
Yeah. Sheriff Hawkins back in town. But he was a good villain. He was a decent villain.
Yeah,
Quentin Glass. Yeah, Quentin Glass, and then Howard Saint. But it was a good movie.
Howard Saint.
I love that.
Oh, dude, like that gives me chill bumps. That last scene they do in the movie, even though it was a little cheesy with the one thing they did with it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's like I'll be honest, guys, that was the only cheesy thing in that entire movie.
Yeah, you can't have too much. You can have a little bit of cheese, but don't go way cheesy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like just
suffers.
like that Italian guy.
Bumpo, yeah.
Oh, man, that's great. Let's see. Red Rusty 66 says, I've got that special extended DVD too. It's a fantastic package item.
Hell yeah.
Dude. And this kind of ties into my next point I was going to make about the movie, and I got a picture just for this one. It's one of my favorite movie albums of all time. For me personally, it's the Punisher album. Because holy crap, we got so many great songs with it, with like Eyes Wide Shut, Long or No Time. Wait, it's not called. It's that song I told you the other day. I feel like it'd be good for something.
In time.
Yeah, In Time.
In time.
In time, you'll be no more.
Yeah, the one that the guy sang in the diner when
dude,
Frank was.
I love that scene.
That's Harry Heck. He's a hitman, and he sang him a song. So yeah, you are a dumb son of a bitch bringing a knife to a gunfight.
Yeah,
yeah.
I wrote that especially for you.
You like that song? It's so creepy.
Dude, it's so creepy, but it fits. Like they even made the dining hall just all nasty looking, kind of like something for the Punisher to hang out and eat breakfast right before he kills people for the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, that song's great. We got one of my all-time favorite songs, like top 10 songs of all time, but Broken by Seether and the girl from Evanescence.
Amy Lee.
Yeah, Amy Lee. Gosh, she's such a goddess.
They were dating at that time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, dude, I used to be so into everything back then. Music, heavy metal, everything.
Dude, you know what? I can actually see that, like when I hear that song play, of how like connect, like a strong chemistry they got with it. So that makes all the sense in the world. So now that song is in my top 5 songs of all time.
That song's on my main playlist.
Yeah,
I love that song.
I've been listening to it every single day this week leading up to this stream, just because it's so awesome.
And there's another one, The End is, or Your Time Has Come, or something like that. It's Jason Miller, the lead singer. He's a country singer now, but he does like outlaw country, but he used to be the lead singer of Godhead, a metal band for back in the day. But it's him, Ben Moody, and the singer from Drowning Pool at the time, and they did this song together on that album, and it's a banger. I think it's called
Here, that's it. I'm looking.
Your Time Has Come. I'm pretty sure Your Time Has Come. But
here, I'm looking it up just in case, so I could just have all the songs here. There we go. Let's trust on Wikipedia. You're not supposed to trust Wikipedia, but you know what? Our stream, our rules. So, and of course, the most popular song of the whole soundtrack, "Step Up" by Drowning Pool. Which, if for you wrestling fans out there, it's the main theme song for WrestleMania 20.
Was it WrestleMania? I thought it was like a Survivor Series or some shit. It was actually WrestleMania?
WrestleMania 20, because that's one of my favorite WrestleManias of all time.
Damn, I don't remember this. I think that's when I stopped watching.
Oh, dude, I forgot Puddle of Mud with Bleed is on this. See, dude, guys, this soundtrack is
Yeah, there's a
banger.
lot. There's a lot. It's
So,
one of the best Marvel soundtracks. That and Daredevil has a really good soundtrack too.
Dude, that was going to be my next one. Daredevil with Caught in the Rain.
And the first Fantastic Four.
Evidences.
Yeah, Wake Me Up. Yeah, there's a lot of them on those early Marvel.
Oh, and
soundtracks.
they did My Immortal too. Like, we need to do a Daredevil one soon because I'm ready to talk about that. Okay. What was? Oh, dude, I even forgot about this. Remember Kang back in early 2000s?
Oh,
when he took off the mask?
Slow Chemical from Finger 11.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
All around the world.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the name of that song? One more time.
Which one?
We were trying to find.
Time Has Come, I think.
I got Time for People. And then we got
Autumn Ship.
Yeah, and then we got In Time that we talked about that they did the guitar solo with.
It's like midway. It's like midway through the album. It's like 7 or something.
Lost in a Portrait?
No, Fuck Trapped. They're racist pieces of shit. Fuck Trap.
Damn, see, I like One Trap song. But
do you see one from like Jason Miller and Jason Gong Jones, I think? And Ben Moody?
Here, I'm just going to just name them off and you just tell me, except for, the popper ones.
Okay.
Wait, Nickelback is on this? Mm-hmm. It says Slow Motion. See, okay, I got to re-listen to the soundtrack. It's been a while. Never Say Never.
Sparta? Wait, was that Sparta?
Queens of the Stone Age.
Oh, fuck the Queens of the Stone Age.
Finding Myself. I say Lost Portrait. Still Running. Ashes to Ashes. Sold Me.
The End Has Come.
That's going to be the next one. Okay.
Number 13. The End Has Come. Yeah, Ben Moody featuring Jason C. Miller and Jason Gong Jones. Okay. That one. That was a pretty good one. I mean, they're all really good ones.
Oh, dude, it's all just, dude, like, if you like mid 2000s, like, rock and all that, this is your damn album.
Mm-hmm. And it's funny because then Warzone, a few years later, just went, like, totally hardcore and has a bunch of, Slipknot and shit. It's still good, but it's not as good as the 2004 soundtrack.
No, but pretty much in a nutshell, guys, the score is fucking excellent in this movie. And it's just just where they time it, everything too. It's really, really good. But Chad, do you have any negatives about this movie? Because I do have one particular negative.
I wish we got the extended version in theaters. I wish that was the main version we got. There's nothing wrong with the original version. I watched it on HBO Max, but then I went back and watched the extended version. I was like, oh fuck, this is so much better. But not really. I mean, to me, it's almost the perfect comic book, not perfect comic book movie, but perfect Punisher movie. Mm-hmm. Even though I think aspects of Warzone fit a little bit better for him, and I'll touch on that. But maybe just a little bit more brutal, and maybe with a few more iconic villains. Right. I know they were trying to go uber realistic, so some of those guys obviously probably wouldn't show up for a while. But
kind of like you said too, Val, I felt like they were just trying to set up for a sequel too.
Yeah. Oh, for sure they were.
Probably why they weren't as you say, introduce more bad guys. I think they were trying to save them, which fucking bring on the sequel.
Yeah. Right.
And do an old dude. Okay, I already got our money idea. Old man Punisher, played by Thomas Jane, Punisher years later.
That would be pretty cool.
Dude, we're freaking bringing Spider-Man back. Why can't we bring back Thomas Jane's Punisher?
Right? Yeah, no shit. And years ago, I would have said Mel Gibson as Old Man Logan, but Hugh Jackman killed that. He fucking knocked that out of the park.
Oh, that's one of the greatest comic book movies of all time.
Oh, fuck. Masterpiece. But, yeah, I mean, the 2004 Punisher is definitely the best Punisher. At the time that I remember, comic book movies were kind of meh, but I mean, you had the Spider-Man movies, so that kind of kicked everything back off, even though Blade came out a few years before that, and that was still pretty popular. But Spider-Man obviously came in and just blew the fucking doors down.
Dude, changed the game.
Yeah, and we got so many in that time frame before
the whole MCU
I mean,
saga.
I mean, obviously, what it took off in 2008, so those early couple years in the 2000s, there was quite a few of Marvel movies that weren't a part of the MCU.
No, which and some of them had the right to be too, like Thomas Jane's Punisher. It had the right to be, in my opinion.
Thomas Jane's Punisher, yes. That would be interesting.
Ben Affleck's Daredevil, like I was really okay with that.
Yeah, I did like seeing Daredevil in the new one though. That was cool.
So you've seen the new one?
Yeah.
Okay, because
I've seen that one. Yeah. Not the show, but I was talking about Spider-Man movie. But yeah,
No Way Home, because I was going to make a reference, like damn,
that's been long enough. People should have seen that. Yeah,
but just in case, spoilers. But well, damn, I was going to make a joke about that with No Way Home. I just can't fucking remember.
Can you imagine the fucking four of these guys coming into a fucking MCU? You got Thomas Jane, Dolph Lundgren, and fucking what's this guy? Ray Stevenson. Walk in. I mean, fuck. And the dude from the show.
Yeah, oh, dude, they'd be screwed. Like I said, in the comic book, freaking the Punisher took out half of the Avengers just to save Spider-Man in the Civil War comic. Like, guys, he has no fucking superpowers, and he just took on half of the fucking Avengers to save a Spider-Man.
It would be nice to see him go after, like, because for some reason, okay, was it just Blade going after Morbius in the show, in the 90s cartoon show?
Yes, and I thought that was a perfect tie-in to both of those characters.
Didn't Punisher go after him too? Or was it somebody else?
That was Black Cat.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, but it would make sense for the Punisher to join him.
Yeah. Well, because he fights Kingpin and Bullseye and shit, so that would be cool to see a Daredevil Punisher team up.
Yeah, vampires have mobs, so like...
yeah, right?
So, you know. But, oh, no, okay. My only, like, real big negative, and this is probably a little controversial, but remember Joan?
Yeah,
the blonde girl. Yeah,
Rebecca Romaine.
Rebecca Romaine. First off, super damn attractive, but I just didn't like her. I knew what they were trying to do with her, trying to bring tell Punisher hey, everything's okay even after darkness and all that, make new memories and all that. But I feel like anybody can do that though.
Yeah.
It's just, and they try to make her and Punisher like a love connection kind of thing. It never worked. Which
I don't think ever happens in the comics. He doesn't get with anybody else, right?
Nah, because he loves Maria.
Yeah, so he never fucks around at all. From and maybe he does. I might have missed a couple here and there, but yeah, they were trying to push that, and I like that they didn't. They never ended up hooking up. So that was cool. I would have been like.
Yeah, just because they would ruin the whole purpose of remembering her or remembering his wife and kid and all that. Like, it would make absolute no sense whatsoever. But yeah, that was my big negative in the movie. And then of course the little cheesy thing with the parking lot and the skull and all that. Cool visual, but I just feel like that is just not what the movie was.
I would have done away with that. And also, I really like the way they killed. I mean, obviously, it's horrible. His family getting killed.
Did you talk about Frank Castle?
Yeah, in the first one, he had two daughters and the wife, right? And they get in the car and it blows up, but they're still alive inside, which is totally 80s. But and he's banging on the window, Maria, Maria. And then the explosion that happens after that, he should have been dead. And then, you see him with no scars, no burns, no nothing. Meh. And then 2004 comes around, and it's Samantha Mathis from the live-action Super Mario Brothers, and couple other films.
And American Psycho, from what I see on here.
Yeah, she is an American Psycho.
I've never seen American Psycho, so I was just hoping. Yeah, I know.
You've never seen American Psycho?
I know. Shoot me.
I won't shoot you. I'll stab you, but
damn, that's worse.
I'm just or chase you naked down the hallway with a chainsaw like he did, covered in blood.
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching that as soon as possible.
Hey,
so you don't.
Christian Bale, baby.
I know, and I love Christian Bale. Like anything he does is really damn good. But yeah. But what about Samantha Mathis?
In the 2004 film, he only has one kid and the son. He's got the son and the wife. And I thought that, even though it involved the rest of his family, like his mom, his dad, a bunch of his cousins, I'm assuming brothers, whatever, they all get slaughtered, which definitely amped it up a little bit more. Not just his little family got killed, but everybody got killed. And Roy Scheider, or Schneider? Anyway, from Roy, Jaws. Scheider, from Jaws, he plays Frank Castle Sr., his dad. And he's got a cool little moment. I would have loved to see him use those guns, though, that he was showing off. Those two fucking, I think
God. The Punisher was the Punisher actually took those guns and he used them kind of like where the first building and he shot those two guys. Yeah, I think those were the guns that he used.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because he goes up and throws all the money out on the street.
Dude.
He's gonna fuck your life up. He already fucked my life up.
And dude, everybody like just being crazy out on the streets.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
I would love to be a part of something like that, just where money freaking falls and see how many hundreds I can gather up. Probably maybe only 200 because I'm like such a weakling. Or I'd be the generous one, being like, "Oh, here, you don't have enough money. Oh, here you go."
Right. And I love the two bumbling henchmen. Another thing that I probably would have changed were the henchmen in this movie, because they all look significantly older or weaker and less competent than John Travolta, their boss. So he could have gone out there and did half the shit by himself, which by the end he kind of does.
Oh, he goes ballistic.
And those two fucking idiots. Okay, that's another negative. I'll have to say that's a negative. Are the
henchmen? The
henchmen. The other son that lived, I can't remember, Bobby or John. I'm not sure which one was which, but he was okay. Bobby, it was Bobby. Mm-hmm. Okay, he was okay. Quentin Glass was okay, but like there was one where he had kind of long hair to his shoulders, and he always got fucked up every time he saw the Punisher. He would always get like slapped or he got cut right here. He just looked like a big bitch, and then at the end he gets like stabbed in the foot, and he's like, oh, and then he gets the knife right here. And
dude, that was gnarly, man.
That was a little. It was cool, but it was gnarly. It was gnarly and kind of corny at the same time, but it was cool. It was
belonged in Warzone.
Yeah, and oh god, we'll talk about the henchman in that one too. Yeah, because I mean, I kind of wish the henchmen were a little bit more competent, a little bit more menacing. Serious. Yeah, a little bit more menacing in a way. But other than that, I thought it was a great film, and I'll give the theatrical cut. What are we doing out of 5?
That's how I do it.
I'll give the theatrical a 4, and I'll give this a 5 out of 5. The extended version really fucking amps it up.
Ties everything together.
I mean, 17 extra minutes. What extent? Oh, I picked up H Kill's fucking extended version. What? It's like 3 fucking minutes. You get 17 minutes of extra shit in this one. So pick this one up or watch it on HBO Max just to watch it, but then see what they add in this one, and it's a lot better. Because like I said, his partner sells him out. We don't get that in the original cut. We get a lot more shit in this one. So like I said, $10 on Amazon. It's not that expensive, very cheap. I recommend. And if you're a collector, I mean, it's fucking, it's an awesome ass. Yeah, it's awesome.
Again, it's a shame that's not Blu-ray.
Yeah, I would love for it to get a re-release, but I think they do have a Blu-ray. I think there is one, but it's a double it's a double
Oh, did
with
they do
with
the
Warzone,
double
and
pack
it's like
shit?
never available. So it's like whatever. So I have these for
hate
now.
that double pack shit.
Yeah, fuck all. Well, I can't say. I had a double pack come in Halloween 78 and 18 in a double pack because I bought H Kills on
okay.
Blu-ray, and I have the others on. I have all the others on DVD, but I gotta upgrade them to Blu-ray. All right, so
Oh shit.
huh?
Oh shit.
What'd you do? Fuck up?
Okay. No fuck up.
What happened?
Fucking 4K.
Wow.
I might
Wow.
have to buy that for here. Let me.
I would if it's 4K. I didn't know that.
I'm going to take you out. Actually, I'm going to go solo just for a second here, just so people can see. Holy shit!
That's
Again,
fine.
I'd rather have your like your cover, like kind of like with the skull and all that. But like that's a pretty damn sick cover.
If you can find, I mean, that's the only thing about finding it on Amazon now. I don't want to find it without like the slip cover or anything like that. I'd be pissed.
Yeah, I'm seeing it's a freaking oh, they do got it on Blu-ray
By itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, solo.
It is by itself,
and it's the same cover too.
huh.
Yeah,
just the theatrical, not the
yeah,
not the other one, right?
I don't see any. Unfortunately, it's not new, so the best thing you could do on Amazon is buy it used, but in very good condition for $8.29.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not awful. I'll keep these for now.
4K.
Yeah, I mean, some of them I'll keep in DVD because a lot of them they don't have Blu-rays, like Vampire's Kiss with Nicolas Cage.
Ooh.
I found that, but I know that probably doesn't have a Blu-ray.
Oh. Okay, sorry. I'm keep on finding treasure shit on here. They do have they do have the Steelbook.
Do they?
2004 Punisher, but it's like UK import.
Yeah.
I'll send you the link, but here's what it looks like. Okay, I do agree with this one.
Extended cut Blu-ray.
Yeah, here you go, Chad.
That's sick.
Yeah,
that's like, a badass cover.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, it's a region and all that. This will not play on most Blu-ray players sold in North America. Shit.
Stupid. Well, but apparently they do have.
But what I would do is I will buy the Steelbook of that, and then I would just buy me a Blu-ray of the movie and then just put it in there.
That's pretty. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna save that in my cart. I know we're getting.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Never mind. It is $89.99.
They do. Oh fuck. They do have a really cool cover for the Dolph Lundgren one.
The Steelbook one, I was real pissed off. Like, we got a Steelbook cover of that.
Just the regular Blu-ray. That one?
Oh,
that one's actually
the one I found.
Yeah, this one's pretty sick, but I mean, it's such a shit movie. I don't want it.
This is the Steelbook I found.
I mean, that's misleading. The skull's not even in the fucking movie, but
it's so misleading. But I know we're getting off topic, but again, like we gotta find this. Like, guys, you have to find
this is the best one. This is hands down the best Punisher film.
And as we're talking, like I give it a 4.25, but Letterboxd I give it a 4 just because that's how you do it. But this movie really is a 4.25.
Yeah. Yeah. Thomas Jane really knocked it out of the park, and he doesn't get enough credit for this movie, which is really unfortunate because it's a great film.
Yeah, and he just does such a great job, just delivering the Frank Castle character the way that I like seeing in the comics and with his story and the background. And of course, we get the very iconic or a great line in there going, "Good luck, may God be with you." And he goes, God is sitting this one out.
There's a little cheese. It's not, well, it's not overbearing, but I like that one. Yeah, I mean, there's cheese in the MCU, so I mean,
like kill me, I'm already dead.
Yeah,
okay,
right.
I'm like that one's bad.
Yeah, that one's pretty bad.
But what's up, Fachi? What's going on, my friends? Saying 260 sons of bitches. So hell yeah. Oh, Chad, we lost.
There we go. Excellent. Hit that. What's up, Fashi?
What's up, man? But yeah, that is. Do you have any other thoughts before we go into our last movie of The Punisher? We pretty much almost close enough
Yeah.
talked about everything that there is to talk about with this particular.
We should talk about
2004.
04 last.
Yeah, we really should have, but we didn't want to.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have much to talk about this fucking. But I mean, yeah, there's
It
good and
wasn't
bad.
But I'm trying. I'm trying to think real quick if there's like, Livia.
Livy.
She's
Oh,
she's a milf.
Laura Haring, yeah, or Herring,
Yeah,
whichever.
damn.
She's, whoa, yeah, she's great.
Yeah, but character, blah.
I mean, she was just there. Yeah, she was just there. Yeah, well,
like Eva
yeah.
Longoria could have been better.
Eva Longoria.
Oh,
I mean, honestly, in that type of role, I want to see someone who's not known as a bitch. You know, I'm not saying that Laura Herring's known as a bitch because I don't think she is. But I want somebody who is a little bit more recognizable than her. Not saying I'm not shitting on her. Don't you know? Please, no one in the chat take that wrong. I'm not shitting on her. Yeah,
she did a good job for what she was asked to do.
Yeah, I mean, basically sit there and look seductive as fuck while being, you know, kind of evil, and she did that. But you know, I like seeing. Me personally, I like seeing people play against type. I like seeing, like, you know, I love when a comedian becomes a killer or a bad guy or whatever the fuck maybe. I saw, for example, I saw David Spade in a film called Warning Shot or something like that, and he plays kind of a bad guy. And it's like, whoa, okay,
that's different.
That's cool. I mean, it could have been better, but it was cool. And then, you know, like Bill Engvall is a villain, a killer in The Neighbor. You know, he did a really good job in that. So I was like, wow, fuck yeah. So I love when people play against type. So personally, I'd go with like a Jennifer Aniston or Nev Campbell now. You know, older Nev Campbell. Oh my God.
Yeah, you're gonna love her, Chad. Like adult.
I already love her. She's my favorite final girl. She even beats out Alice.
Okay, I was
Aaron's not even on the same list. Aaron's not even on the same fucking list as Sydney.
Because I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, maybe a little spoiler. Again, it could change overnight, but right now, Ready or Not's whipping my ass.
Good.
Or slash out, so fuck you.
Good.
I hope you're happy. I saw who you voted for.
Well, when I voted, you were leading there, but I was like,
right here. The last thing I want to bring up too with the 2004, and I promise you we'll get to Warzone, everybody's favorite. But the director, Jonathan Hensley.
Yeah, I think is that his only one?
No, I'm looking up. He directed 4 movies, with The Punisher being his best one, obviously. And then he's done Ice Road with Liam Neeson in it. Kill the Irishman, and Welcome to the Jungle, which I've never even heard that. It looks awful.
That's the one with is it Jean-Claude Van Damme?
With Welcome to the Jungle?
Yeah.
It has The Rock in it for some reason. As Beck.
Welcome to the...
It's from 2007.
What?
But that's not what I was paying attention to.
Yeah,
what I was paying attention to that just actually shocks me. He not only was he the writer of The Punisher, but he wrote films like of Jumanji, Armageddon, Die Hard with a Vengeance, The Rock.
Yes. Yep.
Holy shit, he's got a resume when it comes to writing and producing too, with Gone in 60 Seconds and Con Air.
But that's how you do it, though. Look at fucking Clive Barker. He wrote Candyman, fucking Hellraiser, and then eventually became a director. Same with Mancini with Chucky. He wrote them, and then he became a director on either Bride or Seed. I think it was. Anyway, don't matter.
And also I think Curse and Cult too.
Oh yeah. He directed those. Yeah.
Yeah, and the TV
but I mean,
show
I think he's directed the last 3 films, either last 3 or 4 films, one of the two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like it just shows too. If you wrote them, like you understand it. So being the director on it, I know it's a lot more work, but like it just makes your movie better too. And Punisher was no different.
Yeah. Well,
But
for sure.
let me get a comment here. We'll move on to the last movie. What's going on? Let's click on the left button. Excuse me, what's going on, Kyle?
What's
Great
up,
stream
Kyle?
tonight. And he says that the 2004 Punisher is his favorite,
Oh,
which
hell yeah.
again, I could not agree more.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
So let's go on.
Should we go on to this fucking...
Yep,
this
here
one?
it is. Punisher Warzone. 2008.
What does it say? Vengeance has a name.
No shit, Sherlock. But for Vengeance has a name, and his name is Ray Stevenson. Which I'm not gonna hard on him too bad. Like he's not bad.
He's a decent. I mean, based on demeanor in the comic books, I think he looks the part. I think he definitely looks the part. Acting wise, maybe not.
A brick.
I really would have wanted this movie. This should have been the movie Dolph got. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, this should have been the movie Dolph Lundgren was in. If Dolph Lundgren was in this film,
it would have worked. Or it would have maybe worked a tad bit better, but
if he didn't give, if he had a better director, and this guy is Lexi. Oh, this chick is Lexi Alexander. Okay, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Whatever she does, she done Green Street Hooligans, Lifted, and some boxing movie. But yeah, not what we call a good resume.
I've heard of the Hooligans movie. I heard that one's good.
That has Elisha Wood in it. Cool.
Yeah, and Charlie Hunnam, the guy from Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, yeah.
What's notable about this, and I can even see it on the front cover, is that this was done by Marvel Knights.
Yeah, I was wondering what that was. I was hoping you could explain that if you knew about it.
Well, this is what they did. I don't think both, but I think the second Ghost Rider, because they wanted to make harder edged comic book films, obviously before the MCU. This was the same year as Iron Man, so you know, MCU wasn't fully formed yet. But you know, Thomas Jane didn't come back because he had creative differences with the producers, and then Jonathan Hensley, who directed the 04 one, was supposed to come back for this one. He ended up falling out, so then Jane followed suit.
Well, that should tell you right then and there what this movie is going to be. Yeah,
exactly. And it's like they wanted to almost go with like a horror film because it's fucking gory. I will say that this is like Rambo. This is like the Rambo of the Punisher films, because like that one where he was in the jungle and it's just he's just mowing motherfuckers down. That's like this. It's gory, like right out of the gate.
Mm-hmm. And especially that opening scene. I was like, what the fuck?
Right. So that is one thing. If you don't mind story and you're not a purist, you just like action films, whatever.
Yeah, action pack, yeah.
This has some great action in it, but also wooden acting. The main chick, which is a real disappointment, Julie Benz, who's been in
yeah, right. Oh yeah, as good as it gets. She was actually in Rambo. She was
she was in that one.
Dude, that's kind of funny. She was also in Saw 5.
Saw 5, but
and Jawbreakers.
But
Like Sheep.
She was in something else.
Shriek.
No, she was in Shriek.
Yeah, George of the Jungle too.
The
Boondock Saints too.
Boondock Saints. Thank you.
Okay, I was just going to name them all off until you say.
And she was better in that than she was in this, but whatever. The villains were Jigsaw, who is played by Dominic West,
which I like the origin of it. Like, of kind of like what like how it came to be. Like that was brutal as all
Brutal
get
as
out.
fuck. Brutal as fuck. I almost feel like they should have followed someone else, almost like that chick or the Budiansky, him or Detective Soap. They should have followed Soap, and Punisher should have had no lines, because Ray Stevenson is an intimidating motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just standing there, I mean, he looks intimidating as fuck. I would have went full on horror mode, have him non-speak, and just fucking tear through motherfuckers.
Yeah,
don't say a word, just tear through other people. But that's not what happened, because his delivery,
they made him soft in the second act.
His delivery's good. I mean, he does well with what he has to work with, really. The villains are kind of meh. Jigsaw's okay. Kind of wish he had a little bit more of a fight in him, but it is what it is. His brother, Looney Bin Jim, was crazy, but I kind of wish he was.
No. We ain't supposed to call him that. Don't you dare call him that.
He's fucking crazy. I kind of wish he was bigger and more intimidating, but I get it. You know, it makes sense.
But yeah, but other than that, there's like the villains, nothing much, just because all what they did towards the third act is they got every single damn crime family mob in the whole city to come into the building, so that Punisher can just freaking take them all out at once.
That was kind of cool, but I kind of wish it was a little bit harder for him. Like, it wasn't so easy.
Oh, dude, it was. Yeah, he made it look so easy. I'm like, well, come on, man. Like Thomas Jane, like even when he went into that final battle, like it was not easy for him. He got freaking shotgunned twice.
Yeah, and he still kept coming.
Yeah, he still fucking kicked their ass. But like, yeah, no, I exactly agree with you. To me, it was just too easy.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good. I enjoy it. I'm not gonna say it's a good film, but I do enjoy it just because if you guys don't care about story, like I said, you guys don't care much about story and you just want to see Punisher fuck shit up, then watch this film. If you want more of an emotional story and like kind of tugs at your heartstrings a little bit, the 04 film. And if you just want to be confused as fuck and just kind of look at the TV like this, watch the 89 or 88 film, whatever the fuck it is.
That was perfectly explained.
This film is definitely not a good film. It's not a good I mean,
like, okay, it was a good Punisher movie for what it wanted to be. But if we're talking about like a good like movie in general, hell no. But like action pack, like my mom is a good old classic like action person. So anything with action in it, she's gonna be a fan of it. She just can't handle like the brutal stuff. So I think she just barely got by with Warzone, but she had a good time with it just because it was action. But like if you really, like you said, if you want like a story behind it, stay away from Warzone because you're not going to get a story whatsoever because the story was bullshit.
Yeah, and you got the guy who played one in Resident Evil, the first film. He's Budiansky in this. You do have Microchip, played by Wayne Knight, who...
Yes, I forgot he was in the damn movie, though. And
yeah, he only shows up a little bit. Yeah, and then just to, we see what happens to him, obviously. But yeah, I mean, I feel like he should have been in the film a lot more, being the true guy in the Punisher's ear, being his little sidekick. But yeah, I mean, this is almost like someone made a fan film and just went as brutal as they wanted, as dark. I mean, it does have a little bit of atmosphere. This is probably
like a comic book atmosphere, I would say.
I was going to say, this is probably the closest to a comic book, to a Punisher comic book that we're ever going to get on film, I feel, unless they go completely crazy with the next one, if there's a next one. But this is definitely the most comic book out of all of them. You can make an argument for the first one because it's whatever, but I think they just went so goofy with their characters and shit and how they acted. I mean,
that was just like back in the day, though, because you got to remember what came after 1989 Punisher. You ready for this one? 1990 Captain America.
Oh,
Do you remember that shit?
Yeah, and the unreleased Fantastic Four from '94.
Dude, I saw some scenes of that. What the hell was going on with Mr. Fantastic with the art?
Early '90s, That's all I can say is '90s.
Oh, it was so bad.
Fuck. I
The
mean,
only good classic thing in the 80s and 90s was the Incredible Hulk TV show.
right? I mean,
Except for Thor, but
this makes fucking Howard the Duck look like a masterpiece.
mm-hmm.
And that's a tough watch unless you like really, really love it, which only a few people do. But it makes that look like a fucking masterpiece. So yeah, there's the Punisher films.
Yeah, and what would you rate Warzone real quick?
I'm trying to be nice, but I'm also trying to be realistic here.
See, that's why I tried.
I'd say a 3.
You know, I gave it a 3 too, just because it was solid for what you just pretty much want in an action movie.
Yeah.
But in the Punisher movie, it needed to do a lot more.
Yeah.
And then the point I was going to make earlier, it's kind of like if they had Thomas Jane in this Warzone movie, I don't think it would have worked personality-wise with what Thomas Jane did with his movie versus in this movie. So I'm glad he actually didn't do this movie and that Ray Stevenson did.
Yeah.
Just because he fitted the mold better. Because, gosh, imagine if you try to put Ray Stevenson in the 2004 one. Yeah, that movie would have failed.
I mean, with a better director, I think he could be really, really good. But
that movie wouldn't be as like talked about and like loved as we gave it.
No. I mean, no. I mean, it's got a decent cast. It's just the cast. I feel like Looney Bin Jim steals the show. Doug Hutchinson, and he's a fucking weirdo. In real life, that dude's a weirdo. But
hey, I want to talk bad about him because I heard his favorite course is he ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Yeah, but he's also like 5 foot, so I could hold him off like this, and he'd just swing at me. So
I could just imagine that right now, Chad going.
Right.
That's probably going to be me when I meet you for the first time. If I'm going to try for a bunch of you, just.
Yeah, right. No, I know who else would probably have that problem. Oh,
I'm telling on you. I know.
Go for it. It's on here. Go for it.
Oh man.
What was I saying? I really wish, like I said, I wish we had an extended fight scene between him and Jigsaw. Maybe like an Looney Bin Jim and Jigsaw versus Punisher would have been cool.
Yeah, and I thought we were going to get that. Like
that's what I thought. I really thought they were building towards that, and I was just like, oh, he took the gun to the kid fucking route, but whatever. Yeah, I'll give it 3. The Warzone is one you put on if you're doing like
chores.
Yeah, like work around the house, whatever. Put it on. You can kind of tune in and out, like, okay, take a second, look at the action, and when it gets to the in between shit, just go back to doing your shit.
Yeah, pretty much the first scene and the third act are the ones that you need to see, and then that freaking golden reel. I want to give the golden reel to that so bad, I just can't. Realistically, but if fandom in me, that's a fucking golden reel.
Watch both of these. Because I mean, even the first one, you have to watch that one to appreciate this one.
Which I'm ready for that step.
Yeah, those are the best Punisher films I think we're gonna get as of right now. And this one, just forget that it even exists. I mean, look at the fucking. That's awful. God, I mean, I know bad. that's like closer to what his.
That almost looks like the same font as Chud. I'm not making fun of Chud because I do plan on watching Chud for the first time this year, but the font looks really familiar.
I mean, it looks. I'm pretty sure that's what the logo was for his comics at one point, and even the game I think is kind of like that. But it's just
That's a great explanation. The game, because it does look like a game font, like for a
Yeah.
loading screen and all that.
I mean, that's not the Punisher. He's
No,
got
it's
no
not.
skull. I
Yeah,
mean,
where's the skull? Where's the yeah?
yeah, and he looks better on here than he does in the whole fucking movie. He
Mhm.
just looks bored and uninterested and just basically high the entire movie. Like he didn't want to deal with it.
Well, you got to remember he got the shit rocked out of him in Rocky 4
Yeah, that's true.
in '85. So like it probably took him many years to try to get back. So
Yeah. If that was me, I would have said, if I knew that was coming up, I would have told Sylvester to fucking hit me even more. Hit me harder.
He's not a machine. He's a man.
If he dies, he dies.
I must break you. But yeah, like those are the 3 Punisher movies, guys. We'll talk about the TV show, but again, Chad's got to watch them. I'm sure in the future when Chad finally watches them and I want to revisit them, we'll do a whole other Netflix, kind of like a Punisher Netflix type episode of like what we're, or just have you back on, Chad, for them.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Had an absolute great time just because when you mentioned Punisher, I'm like, dude, I want to rewatch this again. Then you told me about the 1989 one. So fuck you for that.
Well, yeah, you're welcome.
But man, yeah, dude, great time. Just last thoughts about the Punisher before we wrap this thing up.
Deserves a much better film series. But I mean, based off the 04. But obviously, in today's world, that's never going to happen. But if you can go back to that tone, that would be great.
Yeah, like I kind of wish we went back to that tone in Marvel in general, because we get the formula general, like kind of like the blueprint now of what Marvel is supposed to be, and I guess that's what our buddy Chris and I was just trying to make a point of with me. Is that it's starting to get bland, like starting to get boring, just because they keep on doing it over and over and over, but just with a different Marvel character.
Yeah, and that's the thing, though. I mean, how long can you go with with this? I mean, yeah, it's been great, but I mean, honestly, to me, Infinity War and Endgame was kind of it for me. It should have been. I mean, I get the comics keep going and going, but
money, the freaking millions of dollars are making.
Yeah, it's not going to stop. I mean, and obviously, if it stopped there, we wouldn't have gotten No Way Home, which is probably the greatest, up there with Endgame and Infinity War as my top 3 fucking Marvel films.
Oh, dude, it's my number 1 movie of all time. Because I'm telling you, I absolutely fell in love with it. It made me feel like 12 years old again.
And yeah, and it's definitely a cinematic experience, which is funny because we were comparing Infinity War and Endgame to like Star Wars and shit. For that generation, this is our one, and then they come out with a third one. Spider-Man. It's like, oh, well, maybe this is.
And then we got The Force Awakens too. Like that was the movie I've seen the most times in theaters. So with 6 times.
What's the last one on that one? What's the end of that trilogy called? I haven't seen it yet. That's the only one I have.
Skywalker.
That's the only one I haven't watched. I'm not watching it.
You're not like it was good.
I heard so much shit on it. I'm like,
well, dude, it's just because they had to fix all the shit from The Last Jedi. Like it's just a jumbled mess. That's what happens when you go a different director in the middle, and then you just let the Disney bitch take control of everything. I got an idea. Let Jon Favreau have all of Star Wars because all he does is shit gold.
I like Favreau.
Me too. Favreau.
He's in that movie I love so much, that Very Bad Things.
Mm-hmm. He was also in.
You need to watch that one
too.
4 Christmases, yeah. But you should look up Very Bad Things. I think you'll like that one. It's got Christian Slater, Jon Favreau, Daniel Stern, Jeremy Piven, and another little guy that you'll probably recognize. But they play a group of friends who go to Vegas for a bachelor party, and then just a lot of crazy shit ensues.
So pretty much on The Hangover before The Hangover.
Pretty much. I mean, Hangover came out, what, 09, 08, something like that?
Yeah, or '07. I was thinking '07.
Something like that. Yeah, this is '98, so it's
okay.
it's a dark comedy. It's a yeah.
All right.
Oh, and Cameron Diaz, is that her name?
Oh, it has Cameron Diaz in it too.
It's one of her first
Oh,
ones.
damn. Like, I remember The Mask being her first
Oh,
one.
it's fucking yeah. That was her first one, and then this was a couple years later. I think I already packed it up though. Fuck. Yeah, because we were supposed to do a watch along, but you know, my two former fucking co-hosts never gave me an actual date. So
Damn, bastards.
bitches. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, Punisher, baby.
Hell yeah, man. And if we come up with something else to do, we're going to freaking do it. And if we watch the Netflix series again, we'll do that one too, man.
Hell yeah.
Do you have before we or about to wrap it up here? Do you have anything coming up on like anybody else's channel or again somebody begging mentioned earlier with My Special Boy? Any other film projects? Because I know you're on one right now.
I am.
Yeah, it's certain. It's going. The Indiegogo campaign releases next week for it. House of Sinclair.
It's 10 days actually.
Well, shit, I'm close.
I think it goes past next week, but no, I'm just kidding.
Well, fine. Well, y'all got that special thing you're doing not tomorrow, but next Saturday.
Yeah, they just they harass me every day.
Oh, poor Chad.
It's hard to be the boogeyman on these movies. You know, you got people who don't respect you, and it's just bad. But no, I'm just kidding. It's been fun. Bringing back a couple people from My Special Boy, actually. So that's not a secret. I mean, anyway, Sammy Cocola and Abby Jarrett, who are in My Special Boy, are going to be in this too, which is cool. I enjoyed working with them, both of them. But now I'm kind of regretting it because they team up, you know, gang up on me all the time. So it's whatever.
Girl power.
Yeah, and Chris joins in. It's like, okay, shut up, but whatever. But no, it's a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun so far to read the first couple drafts from Tyler, who is fucking killing it right now.
I've been hearing Tyler has been just killing it with
dude.
lately.
Oh my god, he's so he's so detailed, like in everything.
That's important for a fan film.
Oh yeah, and it's really cool because we cast them they were the first two people we cast because he was telling me, he's like, yeah, you know, I got these two chicks, they're really good friends, blah 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 blah, and I'm like, okay, well, these two were like really great friends on the set of My Special Boy. I mean, they were fucking inseparable.
So just have that personality transfer over to the movie because you know, with that kind of dynamic, it kind of makes your movie better, more realistic.
Yeah, and plus they're both sweethearts. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, they give me shit, but they're both sweethearts. Quick story: I was falling asleep on where we were filming. There was like a barbecue pit, and then there was like a metal tin thing above us, you know, but it was all open, so you know, it's just if it rained or whatever, we'd be safe. But there's like a pole, and I just kind of put my head. I was still in Jason get up, and I had my big coat because it was cold as fuck, and I just kind of curl up and kind of put my head against the thing, and then all of a sudden I feel a tap on my head, like right here. I'm like, huh? And they're like, go lay down. Sammy made you up a bed. I'm like, what are you talking about? And it's like this little, I don't know, like little blow up thing. It's got like two. You ever see like basically had two bananas like side by side, and you just kind of like sink in the middle and like fall asleep.
Oh, okay.
Well, anyway, she like blew it up for me real quick and was like, here, lay down. I'm like, but we're shooting, so you don't have a scene for a while. Lay down. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Okay. So I laid down, and here they come with a big blanket, throw it over me, and I'm just like, only my head's out, and I was like, okay, cool. Well, so what do I do now? They're like, go to sleep. I'm like, all right. I slept for like an hour.
Oh god.
But anyway, yeah, it's cool. And those are the first two people I thought of because they were inseparable. Their chemistry together is great. I mean, if anyone follows them, they just shared on Instagram story a couple of days ago. They're both hanging out at a dog park with their dogs. I mean, they're actually like they're becoming friends, and it's really, really cool. And we get that we're going to see that hopefully shine through. Yeah, and you know, Chris loves it. He can't get enough of it. He's so happy that we casted both of them, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Man. We casted my brothers, Cheney Morrow from Haunt. And
I know. I got so like that was a happy day for you guys. Like, I had a big smile on my face all day when I heard that announcement.
He's playing my brother Lester, and we just cast Bo, John Potvin. I'm not sure how you say it. I'm sorry if I'm killing it, but it's Povin or Potvin. I'm not sure, but yeah, the Sinclair brothers are coming.
Hell yeah, dude! I can't wait for it, man. So like,
I get to wear a weave or a wig. I'm sorry, I get to wear a black wig. So they're also excited for that.
Nope, it's officially called weave. We heard it here first.
A weave.
So Chad will be wearing a weave. So.
Won't you pull out my weave?
What are you doing there, man?
It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited, and it'll be a little bit of a plane ride. I got to fly all the way back to where the fuck is it? Ohio?
Ohio.
Fuck. Ohio?
Yeah, where it's fucking cold.
Well, it'll be in July, so we'll be all right. Because there's an abandoned town out there that we're gonna film in or whatever. Hell but that, and then there's another thing that might happen at the end of the year, might not. But I'm just gonna say this, which some people might put it together. You might put it together, but if it works out. And he gives me the okay, I'll be flying to Chicago.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I'm not going to say what it is.
I have a good idea what that is, but we'll just stop it there just in case because I want to happen.
It's like, I wonder who we know in Chicago. But anyway, yeah, fuck.
Jay Cutler.
Yeah. Oh, if I see Cutler, I'm gonna fucking shin him. Run away.
Just that punch him if he even has any.
But he never did anything to the Chiefs, so fuck him. He's in.
Well, he probably helped the Chiefs more than anybody. But
you're right. Yeah,
I can't remember.
Arguably.
Or just full on House of Sinclair.
You cut out for a second. What happened?
Sorry. So do you have anything else like coming up except for House of Sinclair, or that's pretty much the main focus right now? And of course, My Special Boy.
No. Although we're getting close to having the first rough cut of My Special Boy, so every day we're getting closer. But the guy doing it is in the UK, so it takes a little bit of time. So it's coming. It's coming, everybody. But also no, I'll be on Kyle's channel. Either at the end of this month or early next month. And it'll be for like, I think it's the top moments, the best and worst moments of Halloween, the Halloween franchise. And I know for sure Fauci will be on there with me.
Nice. That's a good person to have Halloween talk with.
Yeah, right. Possibly Braden and possibly this other girl that I don't really know, but she's a Cameron fan. I'm not sure.
Oh God, Heads and Shoulders.
So yeah, it might be all four of us on Kyle's channel talking the best of Halloween, best and worst of Halloween. I think I'm pretty sure that's what's going on.
Hell yeah, man! So that dude, I'm gonna have to tune into that to see all kinds of chaos ensue there. So let's see here. Okay, I got my thumbnails.
I'm gonna try and bring as much light to that death scene as possible.
Yeah, bullshit. We all know you're gonna stick it to it. So.
No, I actually told her, I'm like, it's actually an iconic death, and you should embrace it as such. But she started crying again, so whatever.
Well, dude, it's fucking sad, man. Like,
is it though? Is it though?
I kind of smiled when it happened.
Me too.
So, and I always laugh Heads and Shoulders, but So okay, when we wrap up here, what's coming up on Goodwill, and we'll send y'all a happy good night. Speaking of the particular camera fan that we know, this Sunday at 12 o'clock Eastern time, me and Destiny are bringing back our show from. Oh wait, hold on, gotta get this real quick. Oh my gosh, Heads and Shoulders. That's a good sponsorship.
It's a great sponsorship. I mean, never have flakes.
Never have flakes. Just never have to worry about spending $8 on shampoo.
Right.
Like fuck me. But
where's the Christian chat at?
Yeah. Back real quick. Me and Destiny are bringing back Back from the Dead, which is kind of like our show we're doing to celebrate horror movie anniversaries. And we do it kind of like in the integrals of like 5, 10, 15, 20, etc. Like in fives. With the little twist that we're deciding to bring along too.
Does she count that high?
Chad.
I'm kidding.
I do the counting. But and we're also adding on to it for the what happened the previous year. So we're also going to be adding January of 2021. So that's going to be this Saturday at 12 o'clock Eastern time to talk about the horror movie anniversaries for January.
Oh my God, Primeval.
Dude. I'll explain that real quick. What we're also adding on to the series is she chooses a movie for me to watch. The movies we're going to talk about that I've never seen, and I choose one for her. And I actually chose her to watch Primeval.
She actually found a movie that someone else hasn't seen.
According to her, she says she's never seen it. I'm like, shit. Well, I'm going to have to pick it. She maybe chose the devil with it, or. It's on the poster. I know I'm messing up, guys. The Devil Inside. Yeah, that's the one she had me watch.
Of course.
And I'll have my thoughts about it on Sunday.
Did she see Psycho Gorman fully? Because she said she watched like 15 minutes of it and turned it off.
No, I don't think so. But I still love to revisit her thoughts, like just what those thoughts were. But I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it, and I got some unpopular opinions on it. But yeah, and then this coming Monday, me and Brad are going to be starting a new segment on our channel calling What's Awesome About. And pretty much what it is we're not going to talk negative about movies. We're going to only talk positive and be very generous with movies. So again, all positive reviews. And we're going to test out this brand new segment with the Batman series we're doing, which we're going to be reviewing. So like, we don't like to use the word reviewing with this particular segment, but we're going to be talking about all the live action Batman movies leading up to the brand new The Batman that is releasing on March the 4th of 2022. And
we're going to get more excited for that as more shit comes out. I'm getting really more like, fuck. That's becoming highly anticipated, probably even more so than Ends now.
Yeah, and this is Brad's number one anticipated movie of the year was The Batman, and that's my number 2, with the first one being Scream 2000 or Scream 5. But that's why we're wanting to do this one, to kind of build up some more of the hype. And we're going to be starting off with the 1989 Batman. So yeah,
year.
Definitely drop that Punisher piece of shit from '89 and watch the Batman from 1989.
Yeah.
So you can see us do this particular show, and that video will drop next Monday.
Yeah.
And then next Wednesday, we'll be doing our next live stream, but it's going to be a watch party.
Ooh.
And we're going to do a watch party on Malignant. James Wan's Welcome Back movie to the horror genre from last year was a big hit. Kind of 50-50, but it's starting to get a little more love and traction. So we're deciding to redo a watch party with it and convince those people who have a little bit of a negative thought about this movie and put it more in the positive light. So join us this Wednesday at 7 o'clock as we watch Malignant. And this movie is on HBO Max, or you can buy it on DVD, so you still have time. And then Walmart, man, they have them all. And then lastly, next Friday, I am back on the House of the Living Dead channel with the Just Us League as we're continuing our Infinity War Saga watch series. And yeah, I know. Hey, does
Chris turn into you when he injects himself or gets pissed off or what?
Yeah, all he's got to do is just take that little shot, and he turns into me, man. So like. You won't like me when I'm hungry or angry.
That's
or
great.
Hangry. There we
Hangry.
go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so we got that watch party next Friday at 8 o'clock over on House of the Living Dead. We are trying to work on one particular special guest, but that's just a maybe. We don't know for certain yet. But if not, it'll just be me and Chris for next Friday at 8 o'clock over on House of the Living Dead. And that's it for me and Goodwill Hunting.
Hey, look who showed up after all the shit talking.
Hey, Destiny, what's going on? Chad's been talking some major shit.
No, not major.
Heads and shoulders.
Just my weekly. She'll see that in the chat. It's all right.
Oh man, but that's fun. But Destiny, thank you for popping in. I was just explaining our show we got this Sunday about Back from the Dead, and I told Chad that
Saturday.
Oh no, Sunday.
You said Saturday.
Oh, well, I meant Sunday. So, guys, I apologize. Sunday at 12 o'clock Eastern time, not Saturday, or nobody's going to be there, I promise. So, this Sunday at 12 o'clock Eastern time is Back from the Living Dead episode on January. Destiny will be watching Primeval. I've already watched The Devil Inside.
You know how many movies she needs to watch? How many I bought her that are just sitting there?
Well, maybe if you quit with all the shit talking and be nice to her once in a while, maybe she'll watch it.
Maybe if she did what she said. No, I'm just kidding.
And by the way, she says nice tank top.
I just went golfing. Leave me alone. My shit was all sweaty. So,
before there is a freaking brawl that's about to ensue here, we're going to end it here. We appreciate everybody.
A brawl.
Yeah.
You think I can't hold her away like that?
She's got a nasty high jump kick from what I hear.
So if I hold her back right there, her wingspan, she could probably only reach like right there. So that's where her punches are going.
And Chad's going to timeout. No, I'm just kidding.
So watch the movies I own that I haven't seen. You have a lot that you own that you haven't seen. And that's a pretty good goal. So keep it up.
Hey, man, it is a very good goal. There's still plenty of time, the brand new year. So, but yeah, Chad, thank you so much for hopping on here to talk about some Punisher. It kind of made me wants to go freaking watch the 2004 movie again right now.
You got to watch them all in order.
Yeah,
and it starts with that one. You starts the 80.
No, I'm going to be using that DVD as a doorstop. So
my legs are longer.
Hey, my legs are longer.
Then what? A 3-year-old?
Oh my god! Okay, that's it. That's it. We're getting the fuck out of here. You all could go fight on your own time.
Maybe. Okay, I take that back. Maybe she won't be there for the Halloween stream. She probably won't want to come on now.
No, because she'll probably kick your ass. But
she's got to get on a plane to do that.
Oh god. Okay, that's it. Getting out here before Chad just keeps on stirring.
I don't have my weekly release now, so I can't make fun of her on just Mondays anymore. So.
Well, without further ado, guys, we're gonna close on out here. Again, Chad, thank you so much for talking Punisher, and I'm definitely want to have you back on for a future episode of any topic we decide to come up with next.
How about how pissed off I can be?
No, we are not. That is a bad idea.
Yeah, no, I won't do that one. I'm kidding. She knows I'm kidding. It's
yeah, like she's our kind of like our little sister. So we make fun of each other, but it's out of fun always. So
I need to address that one. Yes, but we're not filming that way.
Well,
so technically, it's only one way.
There could be a particular project in the future if that could be headed that way.
I mean, there's one in Arizona that's right above shit-ass Texas. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, that's it. You're going to time out, and we're going to exit out here. So, guys, thank you all so much for listening and for watching, and we will see you guys next time. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, it's about to get chaotic here before somebody gets really punished around here. So, we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Baby. Where's my exit? There it is.